This video is brought to you by HUEL and PrizePicks. More on them after the reaction, peeps. Da-na-na-na-na. It is so early for a rebirth. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves Jurassic World Rebirth. Boy, oh boy. John, how you feeling?
I am actually very excited. I mean, this is a franchise that I don't think I've been very shy about not loving, but this is also a time for them to recontextualize it, set it new for a new time, age, all that stuff. It's 5 a.m., but I feel like this could be cool. I'm open-minded.
All right, I like to hear it. Andrew.
I'm excited as well. Yeah, and I hope this trailer has spared no expense.
I mean, this is Gareth Edwards. That's got me excited.
Rogue One.
It's a good movie.
Love
good
it.
movie.
My
but
favorite
he
one.
also did my favorite of the MonsterVerse movies, Godzilla 2014.
That's
So
a good one.
I really feel like this could be in. Let's hope.
Seems like a good choice for a movie like this.
Yeah, I like the first Jurassic World. All right, I know they got David Koepp back, who did the first Jurassic Park movie. So I'm skeptical, but we haven't seen any footage yet. So let's see. Let's see.
Hey, I like Dominion.
Hey.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett.
Nostalgia.
Dr. Loomis?
What mission? This would
Stay out of the long grass.
could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
What?
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
Ela
I can
Nublar?
guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
It's so
More
weird.
or less.
So weird seeing Scarlett Johansson in this.
Yeah.
He's your guy.
Hey.
Oh,
yes.
Mahershala Ali.
That moving things
Before Blade?
and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
You haven't seen
we
earlier
are.
movies.
We're dumb
Research
enough.
facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Oh, cool.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
The stakes are
I
set.
suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
This reminded me of Jurassic Park 3
Maybe we
and
should
Indiana
make it quick.
Jones.
Classic. Classic trailer gag.
Damn. She did the Neo.
Dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. Raptors.
The worst of the worst.
These actors look like a lot of fun.
We're left here.
Dang.
Yeah. Doing the Goldblum.
Okay. Okay, Escape from New York, Jurassic Park.
Hey. Ah.
Oh.
What was that?
Survival is a long shot.
Whoa.
What the hell are those?
Oh, that's pretty scary.
Spinosaurus?
Defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Oh.
Every time these Jurassic World trailers always get me.
Welcome
Every
back,
single time.
Spinosaurus.
Even if I have an issue with the previous one, I'm always like, oh man, that trailer really got me. Reject Nation, it's a new year and we want to start strong, right? And for me, that means finding simple ways to stay on track, especially when it comes to eating well. And that's why I've been loving, this is my own order, not one sent to me, HUEL, H-U-E-L, that's on screen, right? I trust them a lot. A few months ago, before partnering with them, I actually asked them to send me a few bottles. That way I could make sure I like it before I talk about it. And yeah, I ended up loving it. And now I am a regular customer. I think I've spent more than they've paid me. Right now, I'm down to my last bottle because Koi Jandro, you keep stealing my bottles. Anyway, here's why HUEL's Black Edition Ready to Drink works for me. It's a complete meal in a bottle, packed with over 30 grams of protein and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. So you're not just filling up, you're fueling up. Perfect for busy mornings or when I don't feel like cooking or if I'm in a rush, which is my life. Just grab it, drink it, and you're good to go. And the taste, this is so important. Unlike a lot of other shakes, I know you've tried some. HUEL actually tastes great. And my favorite is personally the chocolate Koi. I can't believe you took my last one. The chocolate, it's smooth, rich, and low in sugar. I'm really particular about that too. So if you've been looking for a way to make eating healthier yet easier this year, HUEL it is. It's HUEL. It's affordable too, less than $5 a bottle. Here's what you can do. You can go to HUEL.com and use code REJECTS for 15% off your first order, plus a free gift. That's HUEL.com, code REJECTS. Supporting them does support the channel, but also supports your sexy body. So start your year off strong with HUEL. It's quick, it's nutritious, and it actually tastes great. You'll want it in your routine. Jandro. All right, amigos and amigas, the Super Bowl is almost here, and I bet you're counting down the days till you can witness the action. You know what makes watching the game even more exciting? Running your game with PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. Now, before we dive in, let me make something clear. PrizePicks isn't gambling. It's a skill-based fantasy sports app where you pick more or less on player stat projections, like how many touchdowns a QB will throw or how many yards a wide receiver will get. It's all about using the knowledge of the game to build your lineup. My wife, super into football. My wife enjoys some PrizePicks. So here's how it works. Pick between 2 and 6 players, decide if they'll do more or less on their projected stats, and if your lineup hits, you can win big, up to 1,000 times your entry. Even if one pick doesn't hit, you can still win thanks to their flex play option. And withdrawals, they're fast, safe, and secure. You can get your earnings in as quick as 15 minutes. For example, you can pick like Patrick Mahomes for more than 2 touchdowns, or Travis Kelce for more than 80 receiving yards. It's quick, it's fun, and it takes less than a minute to set your lineup. So here's the best part. Download the app today and use code REJECTS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly, even if you don't win. So whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a way to make the big game more exciting, give PrizePicks a shot. It's skill-based, fun, and makes you feel like part of the action. Download the app today, use code REJECTS, and get $50 instantly after playing your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. Reject Nation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a Jurassic World trailer. Wow.
It was.
Wow. That was fun. Well, Andrew, go to you first, man. What'd you think?
Well, I thought it was definitely looked like a compelling trailer. I think what makes a really exciting monster flick and just a compelling one, as I just mentioned, is you have to have characters you care about that are in peril. I think that's what makes the first Jurassic Park so special. I think that's what makes one of my all-time favorite films, Jaws, 1975, so special. And I'm hoping that's, yes, 2 Spielberg classics, of course. I'm hoping that's what is going to make this film special. I think that's what's been missing a little bit from this franchise is having those compelling characters where they're in
You didn't love Owen and Business Lady?
Yeah. I mean, I did like Owen, but, I think that, it's good to have some characters again that just reinvigorate this franchise. But it's nice to see the Spinosaurus back since Jurassic Park 3. I love the Spinosaurus personally, so it's cool to see some nostalgia. Nice to see Mahershala Ali before plane gets made. But yeah, this trailer did get me really excited, from the nostalgic purposes. But I think Gareth Edwards too, as you mentioned earlier, he did. I love Godzilla 2014, and I did like that he did take that kind of Alfred Hitchcockian approach, like Spielberg did with Jaws. Not showing Godzilla too much. Obviously, it looks like we're going to get a lot of the creatures in this, or at least seeing them. But I think he understands scope and scale. And that is really in the frame here a great deal. And it looks really awesome and epic. What a summer blockbuster should be.
Yeah, I think his usage of perspective is really in this trailer a lot, like to ground it in the human's perspective of when you're seeing it. There's not a lot of these like glorious, oozing shots of the dinosaurs where you're breaking perspective from the human ground level, and I feel like that's what made some of the shots actually like kind of scary and intimidating, because even though you see the monsters here or the dinosaurs here more than you see any of Godzilla in his movie, you're still in their human perspective.
Right.
So I think there's that's what really sells the scale and the fear, and I got like glimmers of that in this action trailer. So, John, what'd you think?
Yeah, this had a little bit of all the flavors of all Jurassic Parks, which means that I had a kind of up and down experience of like, okay, yeah, maybe this could be like, return to form, or maybe this will be kind of more of what we've gotten up till now. I feel like, what the conundrum is of how to make like a truly agreeable Jurassic Park, since Jurassic Park 1 is like a complex math equation. But early on into this trailer, especially when you get that initial shot where they're on the island and they're looking up at the dinosaurs, like for a moment I felt that kind of like, oh, this does have that Jurassic Park original movie sort of wonder, but also just like the awe-inspiring, formidable nature of these creatures. And then, as it goes, certainly it promises a good amount of action and suspense and whatnot. It's cool to see, I almost said Charlize Theron, but that would be Scarlett Johansson as this, badass, who's going to be leading this, scientist and these other guys to this, to these various MacGuffins they have to get, this DNA they have to get.
It's almost like they gender flipped our main characters
It's
from the last
almost
Jurassic
like
World movie.
it's almost like she's Owen, and now instead of business lady, we get science guy. I wonder what the characters will be like, and if I will like them, or if they will essentially be the actors, and the movie relying on me liking the actors. But Gareth Edwards' approach does seem like something in and of itself that does make me at least excited to see what they come up with here and how it looks and feels, because even a movie like The Creator that he did recently that could have been better in certain narrative ways had a lot of inspiring just filmmaking on display. And it's nice to think about that in the context of Jurassic Park, because especially in the previous trilogy, that wasn't as much of, the stuff that rang out to me. But yeah, I'm hoping this is good. I feel like this could go either way, but this was fun. This was a fun trailer. What do you think,
thought
G?
this was a very, very fun trailer.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of the first Jurassic World movie. I know that put the franchise in a very weird direction, but I really think that movie knew exactly what it was. And it was a summer blockbuster that just cared to be a fun action adventure movie with some horror peril to it. So it's not like a horror movie in the way the first Jurassic Park movie is, but there's horror peril to this big action movie that knows it's in the Jurassic Park world. And that is the vibe that I got from this one. It didn't feel like a horror thing at all. It had more of the swashbuckling vibe. There's parts that feel very archaeological adventure, Indiana Jones-esque, while being derivative plot from what looks like The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. And so I like the trailer a lot, and I said it during it. I'm like, yeah, these characters actually look fun. They look like they look like they have personality. Versus weird, wonky, cardboard cutouts.
It would be nice to get some characters we love.
Yeah, I think Scarlett Johansson, I mean, we all know she is a badass. She can play a badass, and on top of that, too, she's also funny. So I imagine there'll be some humor that she might be, since they seem like they wanted to infuse humor in this. They wanted them to have personality.
Seems like they really want to have a lot of that in this, or at least the character beats in this trailer lean heavily on humor. I feel like.
Yeah, and if we can get some cool character arcs, because David Koepp's work on the first Jurassic Park should not go uncredited, because he strayed heavily from the book in a lot of ways when it came to the characters.
Good.
And and so while he had, a foundation to play with in that one, and there's an argument to be made is his writing as strong? I mean, he's had some misses like any long, he's one of the longest working screenwriters ever.
Right.
That maybe him stepping in would be a good call. And I do think that, you come in here, and that's the thing, is you watch these trailers and you get all excited about the dinosaur action, but then when you watch the films, you end up getting annoyed by the characters, and then that kind of ruins the fun. and I think this looks like it knows what it's doing. It looks like it just wants to be a fun movie and have some cool visuals, have some cool action, and I hope that there's a little bit more actual thrills in the horror element in the way Jurassic World was aiming for, because I don't feel like they can Jurassic Park this, or even Lost World. I feel like they can't do that. So they're at a point in this franchise where it's just screw it, get some guns going and
get some
play some hits.
B monster movie juice. That's part of why I like Dominion has for me what the first one has for you. I feel like, which is that sense of this is pulpy and we're gonna have fun with this and we're gonna.
Really? So when they're leaving the island and then the long necked dinosaur, you just see the dinosaurs dying on the island, and this is incredibly that's a
most
fun
pathos I got out of that entire trilogy. Hey, they got evil serial killer raptor by the end, but
I hope they do the hybrid human dinosaur thing, because they want to do the DNA thing. It sounds like it's gotta be a little cheesy.
By the way, when they're in the water on the boat, that kind of reminded me of the raft scene that didn't get put onto film. I think it was in the novel and also was in the video game. It's like the very famous raft scene. So I think we're
Yes.
actually getting it finally put onto film here. Awesome. I
Heck
think
yeah.
David Koepp is the right man for the job
I think
to do
you're
it.
right. I heard that there was
Yeah.
a scene that they included in here.
Well,
that,
I think it was supposed to
yeah.
originally be with Tim and Lex in the original novel and
Let's
in
go.
the movie they were going to do. And again, that was in the video game, and Dr. Grant was with them. So I'm excited to actually see it be put on film. And you mentioned she is, the female Owen. I would argue that the three of them are Quint, Brody, and Hooper. That's who they are. Okay, they're going off on an adventure. Mahershala Ali is Quint, taking them out on the boat. Hooper is Loomis, and then she is Chief Brody, the female version. Okay,
Eyes,
That's how I'm viewing them.
dinosaur eyes. Yeah.
Sorry, I want everything to be
it's-
Jaws.
It's absolutely going to be. Well, and two, it's like Escape from New York. They're going to this isolated place where only the worst of the worst dinosaurs live now. It's only the most evil, mean, carnivorous creature.
I would be interested to see a John Carpenter dress.
Well,
That would be awesome. Are you kidding me?
Well, this is going to be a fun time. I can't wait to see where this goes when dinosaur DNA, we get the true hybrid that we've been waiting for.
Maybe she's the grown-up little girl with no British accent anymore.
In the Lost World.
No, in the friggin' Jurassic World trilogy.
Oh.
The little hybrid girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought you were talking about the little girl who got attacked by the.
Maybe she's Jeff
Carney's
Goldblum's gymnastics daughter.
Yeah.
She got the Michael Jackson thing.
All right, guys. Well, what do you think about the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer? DNA splicing, baby. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. We'll see you guys soon. Leave your thoughts down below.